Okay. Today, I'm going to be showing you how to get a weapon off of the marketplace, rig it in Blender so that you can animate it and port it into Jump Showdown. So, first, you're going to find a weapon from marketplace. Really doesn't matter what, just whatever you feel like you want to use. For example, I will use this glitched sword. Copy the ID from the URL, come over to Studio, and you'll need a few plugins for this, but I will link them below. So you paste this in, apply, it'll spawn this. The texture is horrible, oh my god. Anyway, come over to Origin, position 000, orientation 000. Now, you can drag it out of this, delete that. I'm going to delete everything else from this. So now we've just got this. I'm going to right click, export as OBJ, and I'm going to save this into my models folder, call it glitched sword. Now open Blender. You're going to import it. And right now we're just correcting the rotation so that it's not funky, because all the accessories on the marketplace are usually like 45 degrees, which makes it painful to actually orient in game. So import wavefront obj, go find your folder that you put it in, search for glitch sword. Now import. As you can see, here it is. Now what I'm going to do is try my best to align this to an axis, like that. And I think that's fine, honestly. So I'm going to export as OBJ, selection only. I'm going to call this glitched sword fixed orientation. I'm going to go back into my folder, export it there, and now for now you can close Blender. So honestly, you can just click on this again, go to mesh content, click the little folder, and then go find your models folder, and then search for the OBJ file. Open it, and I'm going to click no. And it should, yep, okay. So, as you can see, it kind of fixed itself. Now, you can copy this mesh content right here, go into your game, go to Wizards, Mesh Maker, put in the mesh ID, go find your texture ID, which it actually removed, but that's fine because this texture wasn't that good anyway. But put your weapon in, set the orientation to nothing, and then I'm going to also set the position to nothing. Get a model out, there. Now I'm going to size this down to roughly the size of the handle of this thing. And then I'm going to move it over it. And what I'm actually going to do is flip this rotation, because I think this is the wrong direction. We're going to turn this, and I'm going to set that 0, move this, there we go. So now these are together. I'm going to turn maskless on, can collide off, transparency 1, and I'm going to call this sword handle. I'm going to call this sword. Now right click, while selecting your sword, right click the handle, and then while they're like this, have your sword selected, control left click the handle, go to model, weld to last. So now they move together, Then you can come over here, have a little thing set up where you can, oh my lord, set up a rig item to where the sword is in your hand. So see, this is actually the wrong direction, so I can come over to the weld and correct that by putting in -90. And then now it's the right orientation. Okay, so now this is set up. Come over to, actually, I'll do that first. Come over to Studio again. I'm going to move this out of the way. Actually, we're going to need this here in a second, so I guess it can stay. Come over to Plugins, Moon Animator Character Inserter, Presets, Template R6, Position 0, 3, 0. Now add a part. This is going to be the handle. So I'm going to name it, what did I name it? Sword handle. Name this sword handle. Now, I actually skipped a step. So on your rig item giver, right? It's giving this. Click it, and then go to Wizards, Rig Insert, Insert R6. So it'll give it to the dummy with the weapon. Come over to the humanoid root part, set both of these values to 0. Actually, set the middle one to 3. So you have it set up like this, same spot as in Studio. Come over to sword handle. This is going to be on the dummy. Copy position, and then paste it inside. So it's going to line up perfectly with the one inside of Studio. Paste that. See that it aligns. Now you're going to do the same thing with the sword. So position, click here, position, paste, angle, paste. And if you change the scale at all, you can also copy the size, but I didn't, so it's not going to be any different. So right here, sword handle. I'm also going to name this sword. And I'm going to move it under the handle. Come over to plugins, easy weld. And I'm going to join, not animatable, join in place. And now take the sword handle, find your rig. I'm going to call this sword rig. Drag in the handle, and then open back up easy weld. Let's click on the arm that you want it attached to. So in my case, right arm. That's going to be the base part. Control, left click, sword handle. Animatable, and join in place. So now they will be joined together, as you can see. Now take and open up your rig, like Blender animations thing. Go to the rigging tab, export rig legacy. Now I'm going to name this sword rig. And then you can clean meta parts that will save that thing from breaking. It'll also delete all the extra stuff that it loaded in. Open up Blender now. Click N to open up this. Go to Roblox animations, import rig. Then we're going to go back into that folder, sword rig, import. Now we have it here. And then you can click generate armature. I like to do nodes only because it looks a little cleaner than the other stuff. But click OK. Now you have all the bones. And I'm not going to get into how to create IK on this, I will actually link a video that I used to learn it myself. It's a pretty good video. It's helped me with a couple of my rigs. But now you can come to, or first select your armature, then click pose mode, and you can actually animate this as is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this little setting on, set my start frame to 0. So now I'm going to do, actually, let me reset the angles of this. I'm going to click A, click I. Now everything has a starting frame. So now I can move over to, let's say, frame 12, and I also have to change the frame rate from 24 to 60. So now you can come and animate your sword. You just move the handle. And I actually, there. So now I can see all the frames. Boom, boom. So I'm just gonna do this for now. It's not anything fancy, but gets the point across, right? So bake to clipboard now. It's gonna be right here. And now come over to Studio again. Click on your rig, go back to Player, and then import from clipboard. You can see your sword's animated. So now, scroll down a little bit. Animation name it whatever. I'm just going to name this test run. Upload, or not upload to Roblox. Save animation to rig. Then go over to avatar. Click clip editor, and then click on your rig. Click OK. Click on the 3 dots, load, click your animation, and then you can see, here it is. Usually for larger animations, you want to click on the 3 dots, go to optimize keyframes, and then just turn this slider down to, I usually do 50 for larger animations, but it's really up to you. And then this will cut down how many keyframes, which is important because the more keyframes there are inside of Jump Showdown, the larger it's going to take up on your skill, like the data. So if you can have an animation that takes up like 3% versus an animation that takes up 30%, and it looks exactly the same, you're going to want to just take the 3%. Anyways, save as, new, test run, fixed, that's what I'm going to call it. Scroll down to server storage, Roblox anim saves, find your rig, and then you see test run fixed right here. Go to plugins. This one, click to JSON. It's going to select converted keyframe data. Then on value, copy. And then go back into here. Open up skill builder. Create a new skill, custom animation. And then make sure you select your rig before you click edit animation. And now import, paste, and then you can see it's animated. Save it, close it out, get it as a skill, get your weapon, and now you've got an animated weapon. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like I said, I will link all the stuff below so that you can figure out the IK. And IK just makes your legs, or whatever other limb you want, follow. I don't know. You'll see it in the video, bro. Okay, goodbye.